Break with Ann and Audra. Ann, 2 years.
2 years.
Very significant. And people are at home are wondering, what 2 years? What are we talking about?
We debuted 2 years ago, the week of Thanksgiving.
I
know. It's
pumpkin.
so long and so many achievements and so many great things that happened to us. Cover of Tallahassee Magazine. Hundreds and hundreds of shows, it feels like.
Oh my gosh.
Hundreds and hundreds of guests. We have had a
All over
great
Tallahassee.
time. You have really come along as a reporter, and you
As a
were
reporter.
amazing. And
From when you stuck me out there
literally
by
picked
myself.
you up and shoved you, kicked you in the
go,
butt,
baby
and
duckling.
told you to go do it, and you nailed it.
I
So
appreciate it. I learned from the best.
thank you.
There we
2
go.
years later, and we are still going strong.
Yes.
And only getting better. We're very excited about that. So what we're going to do to celebrate 2 years is...
Recap.
That's right.
Highlights. The best of. No bloopers, hopefully. We got to tell our friends. Because
That's
I know
right.
there's a lot of outtakes and a lot of beep beep.
A whole lot of beep beep for sure. And I would like to say a whole lot more beep beep from Audra.
Oh,
even though
really?
from
Now,
Ann.
Angel.
That's not true. A lot of beep beep, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is recap the last 2 years.
Yes.
So go ahead and take a look.
Fun.
Good morning and welcome to this latest edition of AM Break with Ann and Audra. I'm Ann Howard.
Audra Pittman, and we are at Wheezy's Cottage and Home in Market Plaza filming today for our special show.
And if you've never been here, you've got to come check it out. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's pristine. We love it.
All right. And what are we talking about today, Ann?
I think appropriately enough, at a great store, we're talking about shopping, and in particular, shopping local.
Love it. And we have a very special guest with us who is really the epitome of local shopping for Tallahassee.
Absolutely. We've got Mrs. Jane Marks with us here at Wheezy's. We're so grateful to have you here.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the obvious thing first. So you're now relaxed, you're a regular citizen, but you're still just as busy as ever.
Absolutely. There's so many things going on that still, Tallahassee is such a vibrant community, and when it comes to shopping, there's none other like it. At one point, we talked about Tallahassee as being the Florida's capital boutique city because we have so
As
many.
we sit in one, I can agree
Right.
with that, yeah.
Because there's so many wonderful shops, wonderful people, and over the last, I would say 12 years, but everybody who knows me knows I have shopped locally for years. When you've been working for 46 years, you've been shopping for 46 years, and so I've seen so many fabulous businesses, and even tonight, there are 2 more opening up. Ooh La La over on Gain Street, and Quincy's is going to be going into As You Wish, and so, I mean, it's just part of the fiber of the community. It's just a fabulous experience.
So you know what's great about Jane? When I first moved to Tallahassee and she took me on this local shopping, it's not just that you go local shopping. Jane, you've got style. Like, you show people how to accessorize, how to put it all together, so you really get it. So that's a great part of your experience when you bring your friends together. What are some tips and advice that you have when you're going in these shops and you're helping friends pick out things and accessories?
That's going to be, when I retire, that's going to be my second career. I really do want to help accessorize and be everyone's special shopper. I think one of the tips, if there's a big tip, is to shop with basics that are going to flatter your figure, because it doesn't matter what your size is. If we accessorize with wonderful accessories and we wear clothes that's suited to our age, developmentally, certain looks are just fabulous, and doesn't matter whether you're 17 or whether you're 70. If you can pick a few basics and accessorize with locally owned products, you're good to go.
Absolutely. So you're going to take Marsha Dahl when you start the second career?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's,
Also a fashionista.
Right. She and I have been friends for years. And the one thing about Marsha and also about the two of you, is that some people just simply have an eye for these things. And when you have an eye, it's so wonderful to help people feel great about themselves when you help them pop whatever their designer look is for the event or experience or time of year. Now it's Christmas. We always say go with Christmas colors. And even if the Christmas color is turquoise or lime green, you can still pop it. We can show you how to do that.
And you're looking at footage of Jane on one of her many shop local trips where she gets folks together and we go on shopping trips together with Jane and check out some of the local stores. Oftentimes, a lot of people will go to the mall. But what is the advantage? What is the advantage when we shop local? What happens to our community when we do that?
When you shop local, and a lot of people don't know this, for every $100 you spend, $73 goes back to the local community. So you want to keep your dollars in town. And even if you're shopping at a big box store, I don't want to completely omit them as well.
Because they employ a lot of our folks.
Absolutely. And so you want to make sure. I mean, if all of us sit here and we looked at the things that we have on right now, most of what I have on comes from local shops.
Haute couture?
100% of what we have
100%.
comes from local shops, right?
Now my boots come from Dillard's. And so that is still, you want to share because you want to keep the big box stores here because they carry a lot of items that our small shops are simply unable to do or unable to carry just because of the size of them. So I think, if I just look at the last 12, 13 years, there is probably nothing in my wardrobe that didn't come from Tallahassee, which is amazing when you think about it. And so for fashionistas who think that you must go to the big cities, forget it. We can do it right here in
You know what,
Tallahassee.
Jane, I think another advantage to local shopping really is the connections you make with the owners. I mean, I can go to Carrie. When I was pregnant, I said, Carrie, I need a dress, help me out. And she's there.
Right.
Cold couture, I mean, she's there. So I
Absolutely.
think building those relationships with people, I'm decorating my house, Weezy's, help me out. So, I mean, there is an advantage to building those relationships.
Audra's right, because you're talking about it's that personal feeling and that sense of not only that these people care about me and I care about them. And so when you have your next baby, they're going to all descend.
She's talking to Audra, not Ann. When you have your next baby, Audra.
Baby doll for the girls to play with.
But I do think we have the most fabulous shop owners in the country. Now, it's not to say that I haven't visited other places, but the warmth that I've experienced, the sensitivity, and the hospitality, that is a real key with locally owned business. It is the hospitality that they generate towards their customers. And I've seen a different brand in this community. We had a chance on one occasion to have some people come up from Tampa, and I think we were down at Paulette's Fashion House. And the people from Tampa said, we've never seen anything like this. They said, why aren't they doing this all over the country? And as a matter of fact, there are 4 or 5 cities that are doing exactly what we're doing after they heard about what we were doing here. And so I love our locally owned shops.
Well, Jane, you've definitely made an impact when it comes to shopping local, so thank you for that.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
From every store owner who's a local shop owner, thank you for that. We love local
Appreciate
business.
you. And thank you. All right, well, Ann, we're going to move into our next segment where we want to thank you, Jane Marks, for coming out today.
What fun.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with AM Break with Ann and Audra.
In honor of National Barbecue Month, we're holding the greatest rib eating contest in the history of the universe. The Million Rib Sweepstakes at Sonny's Barbecue. Help us eat 1 million ribs and you could win free Sonny's for a year. Add to the bone count with all-you-can-eat St. Louis ribs with 2 sides and bread for $14.99 for a limited time. Then enter for a chance to win at Sonny'sBarbecue.com/millionribs. Sonny's Barbecue. Local pit masters since '68.
Mentor 2.0. This is a unique program run by Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Big Bend. It's technology-enriched, one-to-one youth mentoring, and it's a program at Amos P. Godby High School in Tallahassee.
I think it's very successful. I think it can only become more successful. It's only our 2nd year doing the program, so I think as more kids get involved and come through this program, we'll see graduation rates increase dramatically here.
Big Brothers Big Sisters brings a caring adult mentor into a child's life, and the goal is that they inspire that child to dream big about what they can achieve academically, to dream big about what they can achieve personally, and to avoid risky behaviors. And by doing all of that, our communities are made better, our schools are safer, and the kids are achieving great things.
But this program is different in its approach. It uses technology to help create and maintain these relationships as well as face-to-face time.
You don't have to be a superhero, you just have to show up. So in terms of Mentor 2.0, 1 email a week, 2 hours every 6 weeks on campus. It's pretty easy.
They've been one-on-one matched with a mentor. Every student has one mentor to them, and I've been really impressed with the matching process for these kids to get matched with somebody that matches their likes and interests as much as they do. They sit down and meet them, they're just so impressed with what their life plan's been, what they've done, how they can help them, and every one of them has walked away from a face-to-face meeting with being really impressed with their mentor.
I stand in awe at the contribution of our community members that give of their time to children they don't even know.
Mentor 2.0 is a great program, and it's been really successful because of the great partnership we've had with Godby. So Mr. Strickland, the teacher in the classroom, he really buys into the program. And then Avid is a college prep course here at Godby, and we're a college prep program, so it fits in pretty well.
If you would like to learn more about how you can get involved, contact Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Big Bend at www.bigbendmentoring.org.
Don't text while driving. Please don't text while driving. For safety we are striving. Please don't text while driving. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. If you wanna stay alive, please don't text and drive. Please don't text while driving. Don't text while driving. For safety we are striving. Please don't text while driving.
Wheezy's Cottage and Home. There's so much here for your home, you may never want to leave. Wheezy's Cottage and Home in the Market District, next to Narcissus. Hey, where did Ann and Audra go?
Good morning and welcome to AM Break with Ann and Audra. And I just want to tell everybody right now, Audra has the giggles.
I'm sorry, it's like just one of those, I don't know why.
She may
can't
start
stop.
laughing. She's really excited about our guest today, as am I.
Yay.
But I am a professional and I'm not giggling like crazy.
Okay, I'm centered. I am ready.
Deep
Let's
breath,
do this.
Deep breath.
Okay.
All right, well then I'm going to let you introduce our guest because I know how excited you are about this.
And I am so super excited because not only do we have some distinguished people right next to us, we have our Mayor of Tallahassee, Mayor Andrew Gillum.
Brand new mayor.
Morning.
And First Lady, good friend of mine, RJ Gillum. So welcome to the
I'm
show.
not a good friend.
Thank you.
You're my great friend, but I gotta always start with my girl.
We're going to make her giggles first.
Yeah.
Giggles are going to get worse. Well, welcome to the show. We
Thank
are
you for
excited to
having
have you here, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Brand new mayor, brand new year, brand new first lady. We're excited about that. And then we've also got 2 brand new little ones over here.
Yeah, they're sitting quiet right now.
They are. We'll talk about the babies in just one moment. But I think the first thing we want to talk about is the future of Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And now that you're at the helm, what are some things that you guys have as goals for our fair city.
Well, I'll say Happy New Year to y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having RJ and I.
And congrats on the new show.
That's right. And of course, Jackson and Caroline, who we may have joining us. I'll tell you, this was not planned.
Right.
These are the normal rigors of parenthood, which
Correct,
are
and working.
School's out today.
We know.
Oh,
Daycare is full.
No, we consulted each other.
Exactly.
Teacher planning, didn't know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tallahassee Museum, by the way, and Russ Dawes for making sure Vince had some place to go today and have a good time.
In a few years.
Thank you.
In a few years.
Right.
But they did go to daycare and brought back a cold, so we were all down with the cold. And,
Right.
and their normal babysitter, who is my mother, is out with the cold. So
That hit Tallahassee hard,
Yeah.
didn't
It
Like
really
the
did.
plague, I call it. The
Well,
plague.
it's like a new strand. I don't know what this thing is.
I call
but
it Tallahassee crud.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is
there it is.
every single year,
Yes,
Tallahassee
we
crud.
had it. We definitely had
So
it.
on your
over the
agenda,
break.
But
Get rid of it.
But,
Yeah.
but
Right.
speaking of the agenda and
Calculation.
these kinds of issues, RJ and I, as being new parents, have really prioritized these issues concerning families. What it means to find a child care facility that
Right.
your child can go to, and it's more than just warehousing, but they're actually being stimulated and having information poured into them. Brain development amongst God bless you, Jackson.
Did you hear that?
Amongst our all humans takes
Right.
place. About 95% of it takes place before the age of 5. So between
Right.
the ages of 0 and 5, those are critical years of development. And so it matters what we do for our young people, because it shows up later in the system if we do it wrong. If you start behind, you almost always stay behind.
Right.
Obviously, we've got a great economic platform and agenda to continue the growth and prosperity that
Sure.
we've seen coming out of this recession. We want to keep, we hope the federal government does a great job at keeping gas prices low, because that allows people to put money in their pocket, show up at places like this,
Right.
and spend a little bit. But Tallahassee has grown so much in the past several years. Looking forward to our continued growth and development as a place where people want to choose to come and stay, whether you
Right.
are a senior citizen or a college student coming off the campus of FAMU, Florida State, or TCC. Tallahassee ought to be in the many, city choices that you might make
Where you stay,
when you're
right.
considering where you want to locate.
Well, this is interesting. There was an article in yesterday's paper talking about how not everyone's really going to New York or the Miami or what you think. They're going to like San Diego or Nashville,
right.
somewhere
That's
that's
right.
kind of cutting edge. So what are you... Hey, baby girl. So, and for you two, I think you all were in the same situation.
Yeah.
You came to college. You maybe thought, okay, I'm not staying here. I'll just do my thing and leave.
Right.
What has changed since you've been here? Since you came to college, and from then to now, that made you stay and to really appreciate?
Well, a lot has changed. Honestly, we both were students at Florida A&M. That's where we met. And I actually moved away for 2 years. I worked for a year in Dallas and a year in Atlanta. And most people were like, why did you come back to Tallahassee? And it was a multiple number of reasons. For one, I did come back for graduate school with the intent to move back to Atlanta.
Right.
But when you finally graduate, you're making adult money. I had dreams of owning a home and the quality of life. I enjoyed living that city life, but I knew that long term, I wanted a place where I could afford to buy a house.
Right.
I have my own car. Once you're out of grad school, your parents don't need to support you anymore.
Yeah.
So we have found that Tallahassee has grown a lot. It's a completely different city than the one when we were just students and
sure.
just focused on student life. And it's a great place to raise a family.
Hey, Jackson.
Now, can we just say that
This fell off. I look like a
another
grandmother.
special bond that we have? We're part of the Twin Coalition.
We
There
are.
twins up.
Oh, that's
deuces.
right.
Deuces
Yes,
up,
yes,
right?
yes.
But of course, he started making noises because Jackson is our baby who really loves a lot of attention.
He is.
And so.
And he's also a ladies' man.
Clearly.
Yeah. He saw us over here talking and
Who has
needed to jump
apparently
in on
kicked
it.
off his shoes and socks.
And that's
made it.
okay.
We're in
It's okay.
Florida, right?
It's
Little
okay.
heat rocket. Little baby.
Right.
heat
What's
rocket.
up, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey there.
But Audra, to your point around making the choice to stay here when you come off college campus, the truth is how I experienced Tallahassee as a student is not how I'm experiencing the city as an adult.
Right.
And we sometimes take for granted that, oh man, it was so great as a student. I don't want to live perpetually as a student as great as
Right.
those years are. Well, the truth is you can come off campus and just a short couple of miles off campus, it's a whole different world. It's
really is.
nonetheless exciting, but it's certainly a different experience than what it means to be a student here in this city. And that's what we got to do a better job of exposing. And I want to compliment the two of you because that's what shows like this are able to do. You're able to highlight and bring to the forefront all the many attributes that exist.
Appreciate
Jackson, it's my time. All the things that exist in this community outside of the university environment, which can still be extremely exciting, very encouraging, and I think underscore the great quality of life that we have here to offer.
Well, that is one of the goals of Joel Silver and Silver Productions, which produces this show and Live in Tallahassee, which is to spotlight this city and the county and everything that goes on in the Big Bend. So thank you. Thank you for noticing. We appreciate that very, very much. RJ, what are some of the things that you have on your agenda as the new First Lady of the city? What would you like to accomplish? Obviously, things with the kids.
Right.
Sure.
Well, you know, we've talked about that, how much our life has changed in the last year. In addition to him becoming mayor, we're new parents.
Right.
And, you know, it's amazing how much your life changes, your priorities change. I'm really, really proud that the mayor's office is going to be focusing on some family-centered initiatives. And I think I'll be doing the same thing because throughout our quest to start a family, while I was pregnant, now that I'm a mom, there has been an amazing network of women, most of whom I never knew before, who have offered fantastic support, you know, professional advice. I have a girlfriend today, it's her first day back at work, off of maternity leave, and she's on Facebook asking for, you know, advice. And I said, I was there, you know, 4 months ago and did the same thing, and all my friends gave me advice. So I am looking at establishing a little bit more of a formal, informal network for women. You know, we can meet as strangers and have so much in common, whether it's professional pursuits, personal pursuits, whether you're a mother or not, but a way for all of us Tallahassee women to come together and exchange ideas and support each other in all that we do. So.
Sure. Well, RJ, you know, that brings up a good point. Andrew and I met as director of COCO. We're talking about arts and culture initiatives in Tallahassee, and we even talked about a network of young philanthropists or people getting involved in the arts. Now, some of you all at home may not know this about Miss RJ. She is a classically trained dancer. Can I share this? Okay. Can you share some of your? I mean, wow. So you got an affinity for this. You're going to support it. Oh, well then. Right. Okay. And part of my New Year's resolutions is to go on 30 cultural dates, which y'all will be joining me on. So there are a lot of things going on in Tallahassee. The symphony, the aliens took over the symphony. I took Paloma, loved it. Okay, so we can bring, they can yell, they can scream, and it'll be fun. Okay, so I just want to put you on the notice.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. You know, part of what Andrew says is exposing not just young people, but people who are new to Tallahassee and people who've been here forever to some amazing opportunities. I work at the United Way, and it's awesome to see people of all ages, all backgrounds, supporting the awesome human services work that's done here in the community. So I love your New Year's resolution. I'm all about it. Let's get people involved. Get involved. You know, help people find these great causes to support because we have so many here in our area.
Well, even as you think about where we're seated today and this beautiful establishment, I just learned that the art on the wall is all local. Local
artists.
And that with the exception of one of the furniture providers, that many of the pieces of furniture in this store are built.
This is custom made right
locally,
here.
Custom made where we are right now. And so, I mean, just the range and variety of talent that exists in this community, both the performing and the visual arts, and culture and heritage, when you throw that all in, I mean, it's such a rich place in so many ways that I'm pleased by your initiative. And we are trying to think about ways that we can bring more young people into the fold here. I mean, the way in which they express themselves is new, and it's cutting edge, and it's absolutely a part of the quality of life offering that we have here in this city. And so I'm glad that you're inviting us and that you're inviting the community to be part of this 30-year commemoration of COCA and 30 dates to expose yourselves to the community arts.
I love it.
So is there any one specific goal that you have as mayor that by the end of it, when you're done and ready to ride off into the sunset, is there one specific thing that you want to be associated with you?
Yeah, I mean,
what is that?
I think there are a lot of things we obviously want to accomplish, but I started working really hard on the development of and around Cascades Park. Negotiated a 5-acre deal exchange between Florida State University and the city of Tallahassee and the Community Redevelopment Agency. My belief is that that area that we know as Cascades Park and the land that surrounds it, the old jail, a couple of the old state buildings, will receive amazing revitalization. We've already got 3 private sector developers who are interested in developing around around that area, I think people are going to see that as a major center of attraction. And it's not about necessarily you individually going out or buying a residence there necessarily.
Right.
It's about what it means when we have that kind of a developed corridor in this city.
Right.
You no longer have people saying that there's nothing to do, because
Right.
And
that
that music venue is
immediately will
awesome.
attract
Right.
attention, redevelopment, become a center of attraction when people will decide that they've got a destination place in this city, and they can go there, have fun. You can live there, live, work, and play all in our downtown area. And we've been sorely missing that for a long time, and I think we're starting to see a revitalization of it.
Okay, awesome. Well, then this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to break, but
Yeah.
as we go to break, we're going to take a look at your inauguration with the other 4 members of the City Council. Take a look at that. We've actually had Betsy Couch on the show, and you'll see her mother there, Nancy, as well. And
Yes.
so this is your inauguration. You're swearing in. And oh, by the way, very first interview with the brand new mayor was Joel Silver with Live in Tallahassee, our sister show. But we're going to go ahead and go to break and take a look at the inauguration. We'll be right back.
I'm pleased to preside over this community as our city's mayor for all of its citizens, not just some, but for all of its citizens. And I'm also thankful to this community for sending such a top class of elected officials that I get to serve alongside. And I hope you all know, all of you here in Tallahassee, that I will give this job my very best every day that I serve as our city's mayor. The issues that we face are complex, but you have my commitment to work hard and to think critically and to work toward achieving common results with difficult challenges. If we do this together, if we believe collectively that we are better together than the sum of our individual parts, the city of Tallahassee can be more than a city upon a hill. If we stand shoulder to shoulder, recognizing and putting aside our differences, our best days are still ahead. Thank you for this opportunity.
So thank you
Thank you. Seriously.
for watching and letting us be on a TV show.
I love hearing people like, oh, I saw you on the da-da-da-da and the this person and that. So
And
it's
it's
fun.
always the most interesting people who will come up and hug you at Walmart.
Yes, yes.
But you do
I
it.
got safe
We hug
space,
everyone.
but it's okay.
We
We
hug
love
everyone.
you.
We
We're
love
here
you.
for you.
Thank you for watching. And it is fun to get recognized in public. So thank you to everyone at home who's been watching. Thanks to all of our friends and family who have supported us all this way. And a special thank you to Joe. I called him
Silver.
Joe. Joel Silver.
Silver Productions.
For producing AM Break with Ann and Audra. We greatly appreciate it and love you very, very much. So with that, we want to say happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
That's
Turkey,
right.
turkey.
Turkey, turkey. All right. Thanks for watching.